Sai Chaitanya. Welcome back to my channel Sai Tech Coding. Today I'll try to talk about the Poco X3 device. Is it worth to buy right now in the Flipkart or not? So right now friends, there is a flash sale going on in the Flipkart for the Poco X3 device, and it's available for about 13,500 rupees, as you can see friends clearly. So let's see in this entire video, is it worth to buy this Poco X3 or not right now. I'll try to discuss regarding the processor, display and camera and battery life and all those things. So let's get started friends, and in case if you're having any other queries regarding this Poco X3 device, so make sure to check this playlist which I have created for the Poco X3, so where I uploaded more than 300 videos on this particular phone. So this is a review which I'm doing after using the phone for long days. So first let's discuss about the processor. So what type of processor it's using, and even after long time of usage with this phone, is it still the best processor right now in the market or not? So the processor which has the Poco X3 is a Snapdragon 732G processor. So in terms of the performance wise, it was quite okay. So not much major problems at all in terms of the performance wise. Even the Android benchmark score as well. Recently with the Android benchmark version 9, the Android benchmark score got improved a little bit. So let me try to show you the Android benchmark application. As you can see, so slightly improved, but from the beginning to till now I did not have any kind of issues with in terms of the usage of the phone. So no problem at all, even though after installing so many applications in the phone from the beginning, even there is a lot of games has been installed in the phone, but still the phone did not get hang or stuck. So in terms of the performance wise, it was quite good even after long time of usage as well. So but right now in the 2021, we did see a couple of other smartphones which are coming with a different and good process as well, like Dimensity 800U. So if you compare with those processors, definitely this one little bit lags behind them, but overall friends is quite good and decent for the normal usage as well. Even little bit of gaming, there should be no problem. So that is the next point. Let's talk about the gaming. So in terms of the gaming, we all do need a very good high refresh rate display, and the Poco X3 has got the 120 Hz of really good refresh rate display, and for the 13,500 rupees, definitely friends, is a very good refresh rate, and also the IPS LCD panel. We did see the other couple of phones which they got released with the AMOLED displays with the 120 Hz. So definitely you will feel that kind of lag of not having the AMOLED panel. But if you don't care about the AMOLED and IPS LCD panel, then definitely this display should be the best. And most of the games, they do support the 120 Hz refresh rate in this phone out of the box, so that should not be a problem at all. So you can see the real-time FPS statistics on the top as well, in case if you want to know. So right now this is the game which I'm trying to play, which supports the 120 Hz, and 240 Hz touch sampling rate is also present in the Poco X3 device, so that is another advantage. So you're getting a really good screen as well in this phone friends, without any kind of doubt. So in terms of the display, I'm quite happy with this phone even after a long time of usage. So even I don't care much about the AMOLED and IPS LCD panel, but if the price matters for you, then definitely this will be the best phone for you, the money can get right now in this range. So even there are, as I said, there are a couple of other smartphones which I'll try to talk in another video, but this is a good phone for the value it is offering right now friends. So next category, let's move to the charging and the battery. The charger which comes with the box in this Poco X3 is of 33 watt fast charger, and it takes about 1 hour or 15 minutes to complete charge the battery from 0 to 100%. So overall, even in terms of the battery backup as well, I did feel a little bit kind of a problem. A problem means decrease in the battery life after the recent updates. So this is what happens friends, every time I get the MIUI version update, definitely there will be decrease in the battery and sometimes the performance. So performance may not be decreased every time, but the battery backup is the one which will be get affected in this phone. So from the starting to till now, definitely I can say the battery backup a little bit got decreased from the starting to till now, but performance wise as well, little bit, not much, but battery got majorly affected in this phone. That is what most of the people, they complained about this Poco X3 device in terms of having the battery issues as well. So right now friends, in 2021 we do have the 6000 mAh of battery phones and same kind of 33 watt fast charging. Still this trend is going on, so there's not much complaint I can give. But if you compare with other Realme phones, then definitely you will feel lack of not having the fast charging, like 65 watt fast charging. So right now till now 33 watts and 6000 mAh of battery is also staying in the lead, so that should not be a problem even if you're buying the phone right now in the Flipkart. So next option, let's move to the camera. So in terms of the camera friends, the phone has the 64 megapixel Sony's sensor here, so which is also quite good and very much interesting. So this is another best budget mobile camera which I particularly liked in this phone mainly. So in terms of the color saturation levels and contrast levels, everything is really good, so really great. Sometimes even it did give tough competition with the other phones like the Mi 10i with the 108 megapixel lens. So where the cameras in this phone are really good, and you can actually zoom in clearly into the subject details as well. So where you can actually feel a lot of difference even if you're using the 180 megapixel or 108 megapixel lens and versus 64 megapixel lens. I did a lot of camera shots comparison with other smartphones as well, friends. So make sure to check those videos in case if you are interested to know about the camera comparisons and all those details. So in terms of the camera, I'm quite happy. So even right now in this 2021, you're getting really good camera in out of this phone. So there are some camera issues happening in terms of other users who did complain about this phone. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned, friends, for those issues. I will definitely discuss those problems in another upcoming videos. So final thing is that 5G. So this is what the another thing, friends, 5G and connectivity. Definitely the phone doesn't have the 5G. So right now in the 2021, so most of the people, they are planning to buy the 5G phone as a future proof option. But in that case, you will be definitely disappointed in this phone because the phone doesn't have any kind of 5G support right now. So that is another drawback in this phone, I could say, definitely. And in terms of the connectivity option, the phone doesn't have any Wi-Fi 6 capabilities. So nowadays we are seeing the premium end smartphones following this kind of trend with the Wi-Fi 6 connection. So this phone doesn't have any kind of Wi-Fi 6. That is another thing to know. And other aspects like the phone has a dual speaker setup, and with the vibrations on the back panel, it's not so much like in the beginning, but still little bit vibrations are there in the back side, but not major vibrations. So just a little bit vibrations. So this is a quite review, friends, about this phone. Overall, I did like this phone, using this from the beginning of to till now. So not major problems happened in this phone apart from couple of battery draining issues after the frequent software updates. So the performance and the display is good, and camera is also good, and build quality, everything is good. And the weight of the phone is another form factor where a lot of users did not think of buying this phone because of the heavy weight. If you use this case and everything, it will become close to 240 grams as well. That is if you use different kind of a hard case. So that's it. When this is a quick review and the complete go through of this Poco X3 device, and final verdict is that yes, it is worth of spending 13,500 rupees, but it depends upon the type of user you are. So, and the final question comes to will I buy the phone right now? So definitely I don't buy the phone right now, and there are a couple of other reasons why. Because first, for me, I do care about the 5G as a future proof option, because if I buy this phone, I should be able to use for the next 2 to 3 years. So in the next couple of maybe in the next 1 year, we might get the 5G service as well, maybe by end of this 2021. So depending that, not only for the 5G, maybe even for the AMOLED panels as well, and those kind of things. Even for the processor, particularly Snapdragon 732G feels kind of slightly outdated when you compare with the Dimensity 800U, and if you compare with the Snapdragon 750G. So this kind of nowadays in this kind of scenario, really it's a tough choice to buy the phone for this kind of price range. If they decrease the price to maybe 12,500, maybe I would have thought again. But that's it, friends. This is a quick review on this phone, and thank you for watching this video. For more videos, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned, and see you in the next video, friends. Until then, bye.